this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Floats it out in space. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running the red zone. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Saying from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. 4th down, Saying. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's shot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here's Julian Saying to throw. Finds his man. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside. It's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the heat. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Jackson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll go right back to the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. the offense onto the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers. And they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now sliding to his left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field throw? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They want to run this quarterback. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And the offense runs the football and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Sayin to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. Slings it downfield. This one's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Say it. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll be aggressive, and they're already losing in this football game, so I don't expect for them to get more conservative.
And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Back open in the middle. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. They want to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Break. Here we go. Sweep. Ready, go.
Throwing, say it, under fire, and they got it.
Hey, this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the number 10 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Buffaloes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Say it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab outside. It's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And you got to imagine at halftime that there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here, but coming out in this second half.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right at half. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The run inside. It's Richard. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They boot it away.
He could go all... Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete. There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning all over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They're setting up the screen. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Say it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to keep this drive alive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Puts him in the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Indiana. And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And the point after is good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll try the counter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense changing the play. They give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Saying. Looking downfield. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble, but they got it.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Here's a little room there.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Ready, go!
Running inside. It's Jackson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really